Everyone's born with a set of genetics, and you really can't change your genetics. And there's not much that you can do about it. Well, one of the genetic failures that I have is that I really do not have good teeth. Now, my mom had bad teeth. I have bad teeth. I have 3 sons. 2 of them have wonderful teeth. 1 bad teeth. Unfortunately, it's just a genetic trait. And so I also believe that if you know thy enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result.
There you go.
And so as a child, my mom took on this task head on. My sister and I went to the dentist all the time, and sure enough, she would have a glowing report, and I would always have cavities.
Oh.
And so they would fill my teeth each time. And as a matter of fact, if my mom was more intelligent and had a scientific degree, she probably could have came up with the idea of putting those little sealers on.
Yep, that's right.
Because she had said at the time you would put in the mercury, she said, let's drill all her teeth and just put the fillings in. And the dentist said that is the most ridiculous thing that I have ever heard of. Now they put in the sealers, and if they had put in those little fillings, I would probably have lots of little fillings rather than huge, humongous fillings that I currently have in my teeth today.
Yes.
So, after I was having all those fillings, then imagine me, a 14-year-old girl with fang teeth. I had those ones that were really high up where it protruded out of your lips, and so then we needed braces. So I go to the dentist, and the dentist says, well, she has 20 teeth in her mouth. We need to take some out. Well, I don't know if anyone's seen that movie Bohemian Rhapsody. Well, he says that he was such a great singer because he had extra teeth in his mouth, 4 extra teeth, and that he never wanted to get his teeth fixed because he didn't want to, or he wanted to preserve his 4 vocal range. And so maybe if I didn't have the teeth taken out of my mouth, I would be a better singer today. However, I did have those teeth taken out. So I have the teeth taken out. I have the braces, my teeth are nice and straight, and I wear my retainer religiously. I have a top retainer. Wear it every night. Worn it since I've been about 14 years old. Well, I did not have a bottom retainer. And as we age, we use our tongue a lot, and actually my dog has the same problem. I don't know if you have dogs, but you may want to look at your dog's mouth. Your tongue continues to push on those bottom teeth, and it pushes those bottom teeth forward. Well, my children were getting braces, and the orthodontist said, we could fix those little bottom teeth of yours so that they don't hit your top teeth. So I said, that'd be a great idea. So I get those top teeth fixed. I put in a little retainer that's permanent, and I am good to go until I go to the cleanings, and they keep cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, and they take all the glue off, which then compromises the permanent retainer, and my bottom teeth continue to move forward. Well, my bottom teeth now keep hitting my top teeth, and what's happening is my top teeth are chipping because I don't have good teeth to start with. So I have a decision. What am I going to do? Well, let me tell you, the end result is a motivator to make you make a decision quicker, because the top teeth, the 2 front ones, keep chipping, 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 and the fear of having no front teeth for the holidays motivated me to go back to the orthodontist, and they say, okay, well, it's cheaper to get Invisalign than to get regular braces. I said, okay, let's do it. So, I don't know, anyone here have Invisalign? Okay, so it's an interesting process. And it's so much better than before. They don't have to put that tray with all that goop coming all in your mouth to get the impression. They come with a thing almost like a Harry Potter wand. And they wand your teeth. and miraculously your whole mouth shows up on the screen, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I brushed before I came to this meeting. So they make the impression, and then you go home and you come back in 2 weeks. You come back and you get your kit. And so you come in and they put little anchor dots to hold the trays in your mouth. And so they just put these 4 dots on your mouth. They come out with this large plastic bag, and inside the bag is this box. It's almost like Christmas. This is great. You open the box, and then there's, in my case, there's 5 trays of treatment. They come in Ziploc bags. They have your name. They have the week, what you're supposed to do. And what you're supposed to do is wear them for a week, and then unzip the next one and put in your second one. So I'm like, okay, great. And they said, well, one of the biggest problems is that people lose these retainer type appliances. And so ensure that every time you take them out, you put it in the handy dandy case that's inside your little box. I said, okay, great. So go home, and now it's lunchtime. Oh, and they show you how to put them in. When you put them in, front to back, front to back. When you take them out, back to front, back to front. Put it in the case. Come home, it's lunchtime. I open up the case, and there is the aha moment. Because inside the case, it says, optimal wear, 22 hours a day.
Oh, wow.
Well, there's only 24 hours in a day, which you know what that means? Only 2 hours for eating. I am a grazer. Oh. And I ate a lot more than I ever thought I ate. I mean, this, let me tell you, is the best diet I've ever had. Because you can't even drink a soda or anything because your teeth are then pooling and sitting in sugar water. And so you can't do that. So, what do? Every time you eat, you got to take them out, brush your teeth, put them back in. It's not worth the effort. Those 5 cashews are just not worth all this work. The other thing was interesting. You cannot make up the time. 22 hours in a day. Well, let me tell you, before this, I'd go out and I'd say, you know what? I'll eat these French fries today because tomorrow I'll diet. Well, let me tell you, 2 hours. I ain't making up any time after those 2 hours are over. So I'm trying to really stick to trying to wear them for 22 hours. Also, in previous to this experience, I always said, you know what, I just want to lose a couple of pounds. And I'm talking 2 to 5 pounds. And I have not been able to move that dial at all. Mm-hmm. But I have found that if you are motivated, and I'm motivated because I have the financial commitment and the time commitment to these Invisalign braces, that you can accomplish anything. And so the motivation to get through this process is greater than that motivation to eat all the food that I want. So I hope that if you ever have a setback like I have had with my teeth, that you find that through whatever process you need to get through to get to your end goal, that you find that it is worth your while and that setback has become a positive. Mr. Toastmaster.
Excellent.